Mark Antony and Cleopatra, a historical epic. The tale of Mark Antony and Cleopatra is one of the most captivating and dramatic episodes in ancient history. Their love affair and the subsequent clash with the forces of Octavian, later known as Emperor Augustus, marked the end of the Roman Republic and the dawn of the Roman Empire. This epic saga unfolds against the backdrop of political intrigue, military conquests, and the opulence of ancient Egypt. To understand the complex relationship between Mark Antony and Cleopatra, one must delve into the political and personal dynamics that shaped their lives. Mark Antony, the military strategist Mark Antony, born Marcus Antonius in 83 BCE, belonged to a prominent Roman family. He came from a military background, and his early years were marked by his involvement in the military campaigns led by Julius Caesar. Antony gained fame for his bravery and skill as a commander during the Gallic Wars, and his loyalty to Caesar solidified as he became a trusted friend and military lieutenant. Following Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, Antony found himself at the center of the political turmoil that gripped Rome. He formed the Second Triumvirate alongside Octavian and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, aiming to avenge Caesar's death and stabilize the political situation. Together, they engaged in the proscription of political enemies, purging the ranks of those deemed a threat to their authority. Antony's military prowess shone in the Battle of Philippi in 42 BCE, where the forces of the triumvirs defeated the armies of the senators who had conspired against Caesar. However, tensions within the triumvirate began to surface, leading to power struggles and political maneuvering. Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. Cleopatra, born Cleopatra that Seville, Thea Philopater in 69 BCE, was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, descended from a line of Macedonian rulers established by Ptolemy the Further Soter, a general of Alexander the Great. Cleopatra's lineage and her intelligence set her apart from her predecessors. She was well versed in various languages and embraced the cultural diversity of her kingdom. Cleopatra ascended to the throne alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy the Thegned, but their co-rule quickly turned contentious. Civil strife erupted, leading Cleopatra to seek the support of Julius Caesar during his visit to Egypt in 48 BCE. Her legendary encounter with Caesar, famously depicted in various works of art and literature, saw her smuggled into Caesar's presence, rolled up in a carpet. Caesar sided with Cleopatra in the Alexandrian War, restoring her to the throne and solidifying her position as Queen of Egypt. During this time, Cleopatra bore Caesar a son, Ptolemy XV Philopator Philometor Caesar, commonly known as Caesarion. However, Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE plunged Rome into chaos, forcing Cleopatra to return to Egypt. The alliance of love and power. In the wake of Caesar's death, Antony's pursuit of power led him to align himself with Cleopatra. The union of the Roman general and the Egyptian queen was both political and romantic, sparking controversy and criticism in Rome. The two influential figures met in Tarsus in 41 BCE, and Cleopatra's legendary charm captivated Antony. Their relationship, initially fueled by political pragmatism, soon blossomed into a genuine and passionate love affair. Cleopatra's wit, intelligence, and charisma complemented Antony's military prowess, creating a formidable alliance. The couple's extravagant lifestyle and the perception that Antony was under Cleopatra's influence fueled rumors and political animosity in Rome. Antony and Cleopatra lived a life of luxury in Alexandria, reveling in their shared interests and pleasures. They organized lavish banquets, theatrical performances, and hunting expeditions, creating an aura of indulgence that contrasted sharply with the austere values of Rome. Meanwhile, Octavian, Caesar's adopted heir and a key member of the Second Triumvirate, capitalized on the growing discontent among Antony's supporters. The Parthian Campaign and its consequences. Antony's military campaigns in the East further strained his relationship with Rome and Octavian. In 36 BCE, he undertook a disastrous military campaign against the Parthian Empire. The expedition, marked by logistical challenges and strategic failures, culminated in the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. At this pivotal naval engagement, the forces of Octavian decisively defeated Antony and Cleopatra. The circumstances leading to the battle remain complex, with speculation about Antony's military decisions and Cleopatra's role in influencing them. As the tide turned against them, Antony and Cleopatra fled to Egypt. The tragic end, death and legacy. The aftermath of the Battle of Actium sealed the fate of Mark Antony and Cleopatra. In 30 BCE, Octavian invaded Egypt, and facing imminent defeat and capture, Antony took his own life. Cleopatra, upon hearing of Antony's death, followed suit. According to various accounts, she either allowed herself to be bitten by an asp or used poison. The tragic end of Antony and Cleopatra marked the end of the Ptolemaic kingdom and the beginning of Egypt's incorporation into the Roman Empire. Octavian, now unchallenged, became the first Roman emperor, adopting the title Augustus. The love story of Mark Antony and Cleopatra has transcended the boundaries of history and mythology, capturing the imagination of artists, writers, and scholars throughout the ages. Shakespeare immortalized their tale in his play Antony and Cleopatra, portraying the couple's passion, political intrigue, and ultimate downfall. Legacy and cultural impact. The legacy of Mark Antony and Cleopatra endures in various forms. Their story has been a source of inspiration for countless works of literature, art, and drama. Shakespeare's aforementioned play, written around 1606, remains one of the most famous adaptations of their narrative. The characters of Antony and Cleopatra have been portrayed by legendary actors on stage and screen, contributing to the perpetuation of their myth. Beyond the realm of literature and drama, the political dynamics of Antony and Cleopatra's era had a lasting impact on the course of history. The demise of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire, symbolized by Octavian's ascent to power, transformed the political landscape of the ancient world. The architectural and cultural influence of Cleopatra's reign is evident in the remnants of ancient Egyptian civilization. The city of Alexandria, once a beacon of learning and culture, bears witness to the cosmopolitan nature of Cleopatra's court. The blending of Greek and Egyptian traditions during her rule left a lasting imprint on the art, architecture, and intellectual pursuits of the time. Historiographical challenges. Despite the wealth of historical accounts and literary sources detailing the lives of Mark Antony and Cleopatra, their story is not without controversy and ambiguity. Ancient historians, including Plutarch and Cassius Dio, wrote extensively about this period, but their works were often colored by political biases and the constraints of their sources. The absence of first-hand accounts from Cleopatra herself and the propaganda disseminated by Octavian's regime create challenges in reconstructing an unbiased narrative. The image of Cleopatra as a seductress and manipulator perpetuated by Roman sources has been challenged by modern scholars seeking a more nuanced understanding of her role in history. In recent years, efforts to reassess the historical narrative have led to a more balanced interpretation of Cleopatra's legacy. Scholars now recognize her as a shrewd and capable ruler who navigated the treacherous political waters of the time. Similarly, Antony's military accomplishments and political acumen have been re-evaluated, acknowledging the complexities of his character beyond the lens of Roman propaganda. Conclusion. The story of Mark Antony and Cleopatra is a captivating blend of love, power, and tragedy that has captivated audiences for centuries. Their lives intersected at a crucial juncture in history, shaping the destiny of the Roman Republic and leaving an indelible mark on the cultural tapestry of the ancient world. The enduring fascination with Antony and Cleopatra lies not only in the drama of their personal relationship, but also in the broader historical context that frames their narrative. The transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire, the clash of civilizations between Rome and Egypt, and the intricate web of political alliances and betrayals all contribute to the richness of their story. As we continue to explore and reinterpret the past, the tale of Mark Antony and Cleopatra remains a compelling subject of study, offering insights into the complexities of human nature, the dynamics of power, and the interplay between personal relationships and historical events.